My name's Jeff Bajorek, and my career in sales has been a hell of a ride. And I want to bring you along with me. If you prefer to sell things at a premium, if you never want to win a deal on price, rethink the way you sell. Welcome back to the show. My name's Jeff Bajorek. I am your host, and I'm here to help you rethink the way you sell. What I want to do right now is help you rethink the way you think. We're at the end of season 2. This is a season going into what I believe are 7 traits that separate top performers from everybody else. And the 7th of those traits is this concept I call swagger. It's a mindset, but it feels bigger than a mindset. It's about putting yourself in position to succeed. It's about reminding yourself of how good you are at what you've done and at what you do. And about reminding yourself that you make a difference. It's about tapping into that inner rock star. I had a client once call it impenetrable confidence. And it's not just pumping yourself up, pounding your chest, and reminding yourself that you're not going to fail today. No, that's superficial. It's a bit trite. It's about a quiet confidence. It's about a smoldering faith and belief in yourself. It's always there. Sometimes you fire it up a little bit more than others, but do you really believe that you're doing the right thing with the right people for the right reasons? And when you have that, you can tap into it. You know, I've written about this before, but I like to jokingly say that Slash is my spirit animal. There's just something about that quiet confidence that he exudes when he plays. He's not overly boisterous or bombastic. He just gets up there and rips. And you can tell it's him because he sounds differently than anybody else. And then you hear him in interviews afterward, and he's just kind of chill. He doesn't need to be pumped up. He doesn't need to be, over the top. He's just doing his thing. It's this quiet confidence, and you absolutely know who you're listening to, and he absolutely knows you're listening to him. You see what I'm getting at there? Top performers lean into that spirit animal, whoever it is. They lean into their inner rock star. They get themselves ready to perform. It doesn't always go the way you want it to go, though. And a big concept involving swagger, is recognizing that it's not always going to go your way. So you have to understand that there is going to be adversity, and when you lean into that adversity, you learn things. Every obstacle presents an opportunity. Are you looking to find the opportunities, or are you just stumped by the obstacles? Are you looking for places and ways to learn, or are you just getting frustrated? I keep coming back to this idea of a bigger picture here with top performers. That's the visage that you need to have. That is the perspective that you need to take. Top performers are willing to fail in the short term because they realize the more they fail in the short term, there are more opportunities to learn. So in the long term, they can tackle more things. They can tackle things bigger picture. They can tackle bigger projects. They understand that the trend is still up and to the right, even if the ticker goes up and down a little bit. When you have swagger, you realize that no step is too small so long as it's headed in the right direction and you keep taking steps. Those obstacles don't go away. There are a couple of things I'm going to tell you about over the next couple of episodes. One is this concept of never being able to be good enough. That is something that a lot of sales reps run into, and I'm going to speak to that at length because I think it's important. And that's a bigger picture point of view. The other episode is one where I'm going to share a personal story. I'm not going to give it away, but it's about a personal story about this little clearing in the woods at a golf resort. That's one of my favorite places on earth, and it really helps to center me. It really helps to put things in perspective for me. And I've told this story in the past and it has really resonated with people, so I want to make sure that I can record that and tell you here. But one thing I want to make very, very clear, and this is something that top performers understand, maybe not intuitively, but they remind themselves of it regularly. And I mentioned this at the end of the 5 Forgotten Fundamentals of Prospecting, where I first talked about swagger. And it's this affirmation. It's when you look in the mirror every day, tell yourself, I'm the best in the world at what I do. And the really scary part is, I'm only half as good as I'm ever going to be. And I want you to think about that. And the punchline is, if you say it 5 times, you start to, smile. If you say it 10 times, you start to believe it. You say it 50 times and you get a little fire in your belly, and you say it 100 times and you're ready to run through a brick wall. And if you say it 100 times, you've brushed your teeth long enough, right? If that's when you're doing it in the morning. Anyway, that statement is true. It's true every day. It's true today. It's true tomorrow. It's true the next day. When you sell like you, and when you focus on selling like you recognize that you are the best in the world at what you do, the way you do it, because no one else can do it like you. And that novelty, you being the differentiator, is a big deal. Lean into that. Lean into how unique you are. Lean into your own special combination of tactics and strategies and execution. Do more of the things that other people won't do. And you make really good things happen. So lean into that swagger. Lean into what only you can do and make things happen that other people can't make happen. That's the essence of all this. So I'm really excited to share the next few episodes with you. We're going to wrap this season up, and coming shortly, we're going to have another season. Season 3 is going to be about prospecting, and I'm excited to share that with you. I've done a lot of work on prospecting over the years, and it's actually grown and matured over the years, so I'm not going to foreshadow too much here. I'm just pretty pumped about the work that I get to do. And thank you again for being here. Thank you for sharing these last several minutes with me, and I'm going to see you again, talk to you again at least, very soon.
Rethink the Way You Sell is a Pod About It production. It's mixed and edited by Doug Branson, with music by Blue Dot Sessions and Doug Branson. This podcast is masterminded by Jeff Bajorek.